Hi, everybody.
Hey.
I'm glad I was able to make it in time. I was racing from the top of the country to the bottom of the country with my baby in the car. So you can imagine that it was a whirlwind to get here. I'm going to read some things that I wrote recently, and then some things from my book that is published by Unlikely Stories. So thank you all for joining us here. I really appreciate you. So firstly, none of these have titles. That's my one downfall as a poet, is I don't know to tell you my poems. An untitled poem from my baby. My body, a solar system that revolves around you. Beaming from my womb, an avalanche of stars waiting to burst into this world. The cosmic egg I have carried for a lifetime from which you emerge. Let there be light. You arrive to concept from above, figuring out how to manifest below, exploding into what was once a space of nothing. I pulled you from my dreams. You are a purpose with the steps I take, the food I eat. I am a universe for you. Can you hear my voice? Remember, I am not God, but I call to you so you may know that you were foretold, you would always be, and have always been, and so have I. Another untitled poem also for my baby. That is my recent event, so she has been taking up a lot of my mental space here. For days we matched. I lived your echo, two beings, topless, in diapers, crying, the days strung together like Christmas lights, tangled, with uncertain ends, some flashing bright, while others suffocated. I learned I am still my mother's baby as we became Russian dolls, generations of care, fitting seamlessly into one another. Because as you were born, so was I, into something new that remains unformed, amorphous, attempting to determine where and how it will stand in the world, what it wants to be. If there is even any choice, if who once existed is still there in the abyss. In this time, we are primordial, all instincts. You can sense me in the air, the smell of milk dripping like morning dew, your guide through blurry eyes. We will both emerge on the other side, made into exactly what we are meant to be. We carry the karma of our fathers, swaddled tightly in clothes tied to our backs, handed to us delicately, like father, like daughter, between the shoulder blades and our stilettos and our pumps and our wedges, block heels towing carefully the ground beneath our feet with our purses and our lipsticks and our IDs. Don't forget your father's karma with our sunglasses and our lotions and our little travel-sized perfumes. Don't forget your father's karma with our sunglasses, with our earrings and our necklaces and our bracelets. Don't forget that your father never learned how to love a woman whose pussy he hasn't exited or entered. And he cannot truly say he loved those either. Therefore, he surely doesn't comprehend how to love you. So with your anklets and your car keys and your mascara that we all put on with our mouths slightly agape, don't forget your father's karma that he handed to you with all its weight, Atlas, at last. It completes the look. It makes you a woman. And this is the last of some of the new things that I've written, and I'm going to go into the book here. This was it was inspired by recent events going on across just various places. You can throw a dart and hit a place where something terrible is happening right now. So, apply it to whatever place is on your mind. You woke up late, took a shower that was too cold, ate a breakfast that was too salty. Your favorite shirt is missing a button. Gotta change your shirt. Stupid fucking shirt. A bird shit on your car. Didn't it know you just washed it? Maybe that's why it shit on your car. It just looked too clean. Traffic was bad. Bumper to bumper, says the traffic report. All the other drivers, so stupid. How could they be so stupid? That's why your car looks like that, you say. So you don't get your coffee. Cranky, disgruntled. A coworker makes that stupid joke. Ha, don't talk to them before they have their coffee. A workplace cubicle cliche, laughing through too many teeth in his mouth. Press the buttons. Any buttons. Look like you're working. Look like you deserve a raise. Look like you should be the CEO. Wear out the shift key. Play solitaire. Look busy. Go home. Eat a dinner that's undercooked. Take a shower. NyQuil. Sleep. Dream. Repeat. Complain. But at least there are no planes flying so close they steal breath from your chest. At least your sky is not littered with a barrage of bombs. At least your clouds are cumulonimbus, not the casualty of your life turned to dust and rising in the heat. At least there are roads to drive, coffee in the morning, olive oil for your bread. At least there are birds singing, singing to drown out what you don't want to hear. At least there is sun shining, shining so bright you cannot see what is happening in the streets. I'm going to read something from my book. Hopefully y'all feel inspired to buy it. This book was written about Katrina and the experiences of leaving and coming back. But I'm not going to read all of those poems here. I'm going to read some of the other ones that are about just different various New Orleans type experiences. Hopefully for those that are natives or those that have been here for a while, you can relate to some of the things that I talk about here. Making groceries. Oh, all of these have titles, by the way. Making groceries. 2-day-old French bread for pudding. Chopped seasoning. Bay leaves. Lump crab meat. Smoked sausage and hot sausage. Gumbo boils over tops of pots. Splashes onto stoves that rue dark as Mississippi water. City streets reek of vodka. Morality overtaken by absinthe. Rum rivers rushing through the quarters. There's a Le Bon Temps roulette gliding down the avenue, sending shiny beads flying through the atmosphere, shooting stars that land in oak trees, purple, green, and gold gilded moss. The Creole queen whose blood is the history of the victor, Mama Passe, Daddy Paperback Brown, jazz music clashing, bashing, banging, and clanging through your ears and into the crevices of your brain, handkerchiefs flapping in the air like doves as umbrellas bob through your cerebral cortex. The sky screams. Its water breaks, washing the city clean. Black bodies bump like logs in the floodwater. Fish jump over fish, jump over fish, jump over Miss Johnson's little boy who slipped off his roof into the same 9 feet of I heard a big boom and then all of the water started rushing in. Generational ownership of ghettos. The tapping of crushed big shot cans on brick roads beneath the child's wildly moving feet. Old tree roots like serpents break up the concrete. Bullets fall down like ash on Pompeii. Crawfish scream in boiling waters. The baby bump of the Mississippi. History connected by fishing lines. The boom, boom, boom of open palms on Congo drums in Congo Square. Dirty chained feet dance in the Africa of their psyches. The ever-smiling voodoo doll in the fire pit. A lemonade, huckabuck, 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 dripping down the child's wrist in the calliope. Red beans and rice Mondays. Pickled meat stewing over the fire. Beignets covered in blow lead to sweet dreams of etouffee and psychedelic raindrops. The saxophonist waits on the riverbanks to meet his muse in the twilight. The pregnant king cake, swollen with cinnamon and regeneration. Whoever finds the baby buys the next one. Red light district dancing under gas lamps on bourbon. The moon pie yellow messiah of night moseys through a music-filled sky, weeping for the Crescent City. Harlene's sweet summer is filled with strawberry fumes. Alligator meat melts on the taste buds. An axe, a pound of pecans, a pound of shrimp, a cup of community coffee to wash it all down. How much time do I have left?
1 minute.
1 minute? Okay. Clotage. 1/8 of your conscience tells you I'm beautiful. That's why lust turns in your eyes like bilge water. You rock me to the soul of my Creole on a dance floor, trampled by feet in different kinds of shackles, haggle for a turn a waltz with me. How much did you pay to quadroon? Do you like participating in the cakewalk you used to admire from seats shaded by oak trees, somehow heavy with fruit, and reaching up to juggle the sun? I still boom bashe in Congo Square where we dare to make gumbo filet ya. My ma can't know I go. But then I wipe the dust from my feet and press my hair, fair, taupe-colored girl, in order to be here with you. How many dead black bodies bang around in the back of your mind like wind chimes? Are they loud? Do they sing the songs of women screaming at their slithering roots? The issue with the whip is that you hit yourself on the backswing. I feel how your consequences keloid under your shirt, how just 5 soft fingers on a bending waist can cage me here.